Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, you are absolutely welcome. This channel is where I share my real honest experience and tips for internationally educated professionals, especially nurses looking to build a new life abroad. So if you're planning to relocate or already settled into life in a new country, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. A few months ago, my family and I made a big move. We relocated to Canada. It's been 8 amazing months, and I just want to sit down and give you all an honest update on how things has been. From adjusting to a new environment, finding work, navigating healthcare, to a simple thing like grocery shopping and driving. I'll be sharing everything.
Remaining airplane mode for the duration of the flight. À titre de rappel, les appareils électroniques doivent demeurer en mode avion pour la durée du vol. Si votre appareil électronique reste coincé dans votre siège, n'essayez pas de le récupérer ou d'ajuster votre siège. Demandez immédiatement l'aide d'un membre de l'équipage de cabine. Ignore electronic devices.
To be honest, we're excited but nervous. Moving to a new country comes with a lot of emotions, fear, hope, pressure, and big decisions. But one of these decisions was where to live. That was the major challenges we had. So when we first arrived, we spent the first few weeks in the city. The plan was not to start in a rural community or anything, but that was always how things change, you know. Of course, cities are usually familiar, fast-paced, and full of opportunity, but sometimes things shift. Okay, so when we looked at the opportunities that were available for us, we decided to move to a rural community. So we eventually made this big decision to move to a smaller community, and honestly it turned out to be one of the best decisions we've made as a family. So before we came here, I used to be so skeptical about rural areas. I imagined them to be isolated, lacking opportunities, and just a bit too quiet. But after living here for like 8 months, I could tell you that I was totally wrong. Okay, our current community has been amazing. We have a lot of support, and one of the biggest wins for us was being able to get our desired jobs, not just any roles we were trained in. That's a huge win and blessing for us, especially as newcomers. We also found that we can comfortably afford the kind of life we want. There's free healthcare, which is such a relief, especially as a mom. Electricity is also reliable, the system works, and most importantly, there is support everywhere, whether it's from our local authorities, schools, or even just most of our kind neighbors. We haven't felt alone since we arrived here. If I'm being honest, I was actually scared before we arrived here. I'm not just going to lie about that, but living here for some months now, I could tell you that God has been faithful to our family. I was scared of leaving familiar environment. I was scared of how the kids would adjust. I was scared of living in a small town. I mean, I don't know what living in a small town would look like, but looking back now, I'm glad we didn't let fear lead us or discourage us, let me put it that way. So this move gave us like more than we expected: peace of mind, stability, and true sense of belonging. We're surrounded by nature, but also by opportunity. It's a quiet kind of success, and that's exactly what our family needed. And the truth is, starting in a rural part of Canada was one of the best decisions we made as a family. We found peace, we found space to grow, we found the job that fits our skills. The most importantly, we found a community. So rural doesn't mean isolated, it doesn't mean forgotten. In fact, many rural communities are welcoming. They're welcoming newcomers with open arms, offering support, affordable living, and a better quality of life. And as a family, it gives us everything we are looking for: safety, stability, and a chance to build something real without pressure and rush of a big city. So please don't be discouraged. Don't write off rural areas because of fear or uncertainty. Sometimes the quiet places are where the biggest dreams begin. I'm happy I'm here. So if you're planning to move to Canada and you're unsure about whether to go rural or stay in the city, I would say don't rule out the smaller cities. Honestly, they have so much to offer, especially if you're coming with a family or looking for a slower pace with same opportunity. Thank you so much for watching and letting me share a piece of our journey. If this video was helpful, go ahead and like, comment and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any question about moving to Canada, finding jobs or adjusting as a new immigrant, drop them below. I'll always be happy to help you. Bye guys.
Bye guys.